Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Fourth Kind. Today we're going to be talking about why jobs suck so bad. And just job sucking in general, and what you can do to make your job a little bit better. And what you can do to make yourself feel better about your job in general.
And more relaxed and not so tense.
Yeah. Because I hate jobs, not as much as I used to, but it had nothing to do with the actual work. I actually enjoy hard labor and, a lot of physical
sometimes
action. I love physical labor. I love feeling like I'm accomplishing something with my muscles. And the reason I hate my job has nothing to do with the physical actual work. It has a lot more to do with the time that is being taken away from me and the obligation that I'm under now having the job. I don't like how I get the job, I accept it, or they accept me, and now my time is being taken away by them. Now they can say, I need you here, I need you at this point, at this time, doing this. And I don't mind doing this. The only thing that I hate is the fact that, my time is no longer mine. Now it's theirs to do with what they please, and they don't live my life. They don't know what I go through and how I feel. So them, controlling my time really sucks for me, because I'm the one subjectively experiencing my own time. Yeah, I just don't like the obligation. The knowledge that I am obligated to be there. What if I just feel like walking into the woods and then coming out 3 days later? I can't do that now. And that's something that I love to do. What did you do when you were working? Did you have these days where you just didn't want to wake up?
Oh yeah, that was pretty much every day after the first year.
You create these associations in your brain where when you wake up, you immediately associate work with, not getting enough sleep, the obligation, the lost time. You grow old, and by the time you're not working anymore and able, time-wise, to do these things, you're too old to enjoy it.
You just walk in the woods, go hiking, slip on a little pebble, and break your damn hip. Or break your hip.
It's just bad. The way everything's set up, I just don't... I understand it works that way for a reason, but it sucks. It just sucks. But you had these days, right, where you wake up and you just do not want to go, right? What did you do?
I just went with the motion, really. I was pretty much a zombie.
Autopilot?
Yeah, I just went in, did the work, did the best I could. That's pretty much all I remember, and then coming home and being so exhausted that I just play video games, and sometimes I would just fall asleep right in front of my TV and wake up 4 hours later what happened.
Yeah.
But I usually try I usually listen to music with my iPod. I had headphones in, but we had that privilege revoked because this kid had both earplugs in, and there's stuff going on over the loudspeaker, and he didn't hear it, and we got it revoked. So
what an idiot.
We couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I listen to things at work, but I make sure I have one earbud in, and I have the volume turned very low.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
And I make it a point to, when people talk to me, I know that they know I can hear them. You know what I mean? And a way to make your job a lot better, at least perspective, is a big part of this.
That's our next point in the segment. Is making your job funner for you at all possibilities,
Yeah. Perspective is a huge part of how you feel about your job. If you wake up in the morning and immediately think oh, I hate this, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, you get stuck in this, this thing gets fixed into your brain, this idea that you can't go. And those are the days you call out. If you just wiped those ideas out of your mind and didn't even replace them with positive ideas about work, you probably would have been fine at work all
It
day.
wouldn't be half as bad, but I mean, it's still challenging to get up every single
It
day
is.
and do the same thing. And
You kind of have to turn yourself on autopilot
Yeah.
just to do it.
just to stay sane.
And the way I have come to a point where work isn't so bad for me anymore is I've created these positive associations in my brain that I associate with work. So, for instance, every time I think about work now, at work, I listen to podcasts. And I used to listen to these old horror radio shows. And now I listen to podcasts. Interviews with YouTubers, science fiction podcasts. And so now every time I think of work, I think, instead of thinking, oh, I can't do this, I think, oh, yes, I get to listen to the next episode. Or, oh, yes, I get to hear more about this person's, life or whatever.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much better. And even if you don't have something to listen to at work, if you don't listen to music, you don't even have an iPod, there's other ways to do this to where you're still creating a positive association to work. And you can do this by, and I think you kind of got into the habit of this too. I don't know if you built the association in between work and the reward afterwards, but let's say you like video games. Build an association in your brain to where every day when you get off of work, you immediately play, an hour of your favorite video game at the time, or, you do something that you love. And start, every time you think of that thing that you love, also think of work, and vice versa. So then eventually, you'll have this, actual physical neuron path in your brain that every time you think of work, you'll think of this good thing too. And you'll get those feelings that good reward thing brings up in you. So you think of work, and you'll get the good feelings of a great video game.
I love video games.
So
I
do
could
I.
talk non-stop because that's all I do. Because I can't really work because I'm in a huge lawsuit and stuff like that.
It's a pile of dung.
Yeah, but
It's really BS. They're just dragging you around like a dead body.
But yeah, it's rough. But whenever I wake up, I just play video games all day because it's really the only thing I can do.
I tried to do the same thing you did.
But yeah,
Yeah, you play video games all day? It sucks because, him being in this lawsuit, he's not allowed to try to get another job because that would basically prove to the opposing side that he can physically work.
I can do small things, but after a few minutes of doing it, it's awful. I don't even know how to explain to you guys.
It's shoulder pain. He has terrible shoulder pain.
Yeah.
Sounds really bad. But yeah, if you guys have any other ways that you make work better for yourself, because I know a lot of people just hate work, and I'm one of them. Even with these associations, some days I just have a rough time being there,
Yeah.
and a rough time getting up in the morning. So if you guys have your own ways of making it better that I could use,
Leave them in the comments below.
yeah.
That'll really help us out, and if it's good, even if it's not,
If you like the video, please subscribe. It'll help me out. Once I get 100 subscribers, it'll open up a whole new layer of options for me, and
That's what we need,
really help me
baby.
out. Thank you guys.
we love you.
See you next time.